This is the OP-1F Beat Creation Series, Episode 2, Arpeggio. In this episode, we're going to record some drum beats using the Arpeggio Sequencer and the D-Box drum synthesizer. Let's pick out a kit to begin with. Let's go with this one. Now I'm going to press Shift and the sequencer button and select Arpeggio. This is going to generate patterns based on the keys that we press. You can hold these with the orange encoder. If you select Trig with the green encoder, the arpeggiator behaves more like a drum sequencer. We can change the subdivision with the blue encoder, and then we can change the swing amount by holding Shift and turning the orange encoder. Okay, let's record something. Hold record and then press the notes, and Arpeggio will automatically sync with the tape speed. We're using Disc Mini, which adds some digital artifacts to the sound. Now we have a few layers, let's try something else with the arpeggiator trigger mode. So that's 3 layers of percussion. Let's sum those to the 4th track. I'll press Shift and the microphone button and then enable loopback mode. Then hit record and play. Now those are summed, so I can delete tracks 1 to 3. I can lift track 4, drop it, and drop it again to duplicate the loop, which now makes our pattern 4 bars long. I want to establish a bit more of a solid kick, so I'm going to change the arpeggio speed to quarter notes, and then I'm going to play with the D-Box settings to get a sound that's a bit more chunky for the kick. There's 2 sets of controls in D-Box, so sometimes you need to hold Shift and turn the encoders to access them. Okay, let's record that kick sound to track 3. Since we've cleared some layers, we might as well add some more. I'm going to use the phone effect here for some extra texture with glitches and stutters. Because phone can be quite random, I'm just going to keep that little 1-bar loop there and repeat it. So I'm going to use the lift function and drop it 4 times to fill our pattern. Now for some tweaks to the mix. Then we can also tweak the EQ and drive the output section. Okay, I'm happy with that, so let's sum it to track 1. Now that's recorded to track 1, we can tidy everything up, so we can turn the master up, the drive down, and we can remove all the bits of audio that we don't need anymore. That's the beat all done. Let's add some melodic elements to it. We can use Arpeggio to create a bass line. I'm going to reduce the amount of steps in the arpeggiator using the grey encoder, and then tweak the sound while the arpeggiator is still running in the background. And now we can record it. Now we've got the bass recorded, we can record a higher part with the arpeggiator. And then if we activate hold, we can keep editing the sound like we did with the bass. I'm happy with that, so let's record it. Let's try something experimental. I'm going to record to the tape backwards by holding Shift, Play and Record to create a riser with this long decaying sound. And now we can mess with some master effects again. And for good measure, why don't we speed it up? Starting to get quite a bit more intense now, so I think we'll leave it there. Thanks for joining us for this Beat Creation Series episode. Next time we'll look at the Endless Sequencer, so hopefully see you then.